Oh, good afternoon, folks. Me again. Tonight, I wasn't going to video this, but some people have been enjoying my videos. I decided I would record this one too. We're having a piece of roast pork, roast potatoes, veggies, and some apple sauce. At the moment, I'm preparing my apple sauce, and I'll show you how I do it. Not that it's hard, and you've probably done it before. I probably do it better than I do it, but I'll just show you how I do it, and then we'll move on. So here we go. I'll move that down a bit. Oh, well, you can't see it there. It's everything's back to front. So what I'll do, and hope you can see my shirt this way. There you go. I don't know whether you can see that or not. I can't see. Every time you use your camera and you invert it, you can't. Everything's backwards. It's like looking in some mirrors, you know. Well, this is one of my. Sheep Unit said to me, I like me gadgets. Well, I certainly do, Sheep Unit. Thanks for those comments. I love them. I do like me gadgets, and my cousin Jacqueline, she calls me Dennis the gadget man. I've got a gadget just for just about everything. And the thing is, what people have to understand is, it's not really because I like gadgets. I've got to, with me being a sole carer for my wife, time is the essence for me. Anything that's going to save me time. I've peeled one apple already, and I'll show you how quick it is. And most of my gadgets have been bought over the last few years to save me time while I'm cooking, so I can spend more time looking after my wife. I don't want to be stuck in hours in the kitchen. And when I do my videos, I can record them 5-10 minutes at a time, 20 minutes sometimes, and I can knock off when my wife seems to need some help, you know. And I'm always popping my head round the door. And I'll show you that before we go. Now I'll show you how we do this. It's very simple. You just push. Done. You just pull it off. Now I've just got to cut them, and I've got the tool for that somewhere. I've just got to find it. Now, if we go walkabout. There's me air fryer. I've got my pork in there. See if you can see what's going on with the pork. Oh, look at that. That's coming on well. It's only got half an hour left to do, 37 minutes. There's the missus. She's sat there in the chair watching TV. She starts Monday, January 27, new to UK TV. That's the TV. I've had to bring my computer in there next to my chair, and
at Take New South Wales, we believe everyone has a gift. And
that's my steering column for my PS5.
You give this gift to others. Enroll today for semester 1, 2025.
And in the corner there, I've got my Xbox.
Search Take New South Wales.
That's it. And right in front of the TV, so I can see what I'm doing.
Come see how much more a holiday
How good's that?
With Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea.
So that's my little thing, and there's my little bird. He's a little beauty. Hello! He wolf whistles the girls. I wonder who taught him that. Okay folks, I'll bring you back in a bit when I've got something else to show you. Well, while I've got this machine out, I thought I'd show you how to do my potatoes. There's that. Just got to do the ends and they're done so quick. That saves me time. Saves me time, saves me effort. How good's that? I'll bring you back in a bit. This is how I slice my apples if I do an apple pie or something. Then take cores them as well. So just toss them in the pan. Do the other one. Just got to make sure you get it central, like that. Cuts time down by that much, it's not funny. And that is ready in the pan to cook my apple sauce. And I like my apple sauce with chicken and pork. And I love it. That's ready to go on now. And all as I have to do now with these is get the peeler, then put them in the wash the taters, you still got to put a bit of time in. You can't, the only time, just if you want to save all the time, don't do potatoes. It's simple. Get off. We're going to do some roast potatoes, and that crinkle cut on there will help the potatoes fluff up. But all I'm going to do, I'm going to par cook them first for 10 minutes in hot salted water, and then dry them off, and then put them in my air fryer. They make brilliant potatoes, air fryers, and you don't have to use as much oil. You do need oil, I'll be the first to admit that. A lot of people say using an air fryer you don't need to cook in oil. You don't need to cook in oil, but it's crap, to put it mildly. And there's my potatoes done, my prep. And I think it's bloody great. It's not for everybody. Some people like peeling potatoes. During the war, that's your job if you got in trouble in the army. You got on spud bashing. I suppose there's a few out there would know a bit about that. My dad used to be a sergeant, and he was a tank commander, and he said these guys that wouldn't conform to orders, they could never win. We had all the time in the world, and they used to put them in what they used to call jankers, and they used to get a spud bashing, or they had to go around barracks and paint the rocks white. So like he said, they could never win. They used to think they could win, but they never won. Hey, he brought me up too as a sergeant. Everything I did was at the double, and you didn't argue. You daren't argue. But he was a great man. He was a really compassionate man. If you did the right thing by him, his men loved him who were under him. yeah, radio operator, driver, gunner, mechanic, and him, and in the tanks, and they loved him, you know, and everybody I know who knew him loved him. But Jesus Christ, he didn't cross him. He was old school. I didn't cross him, and I'm tough, but I didn't cross him. Not once. Oh, I tried a few times as a young fella, but again, I never won. Okay guys, bring you back soon. Well, there it is. It's done. It's about 73 degrees. I wanted it round about 70, but it went a bit over, but don't matter. I'd rather have it overcooked than a little overcooked pork than undercooked. That's crackling is nice. Seems nice anyway. What it tastes like, I don't know. I'm going to wrap it up now in some tin foil. Keep it warm. Put a bit more on the other side. Like that. Getting the spuds ready. I'm going to do the spuds in the air fryer because it's quicker and it does them a great job. And I'm going to do them in a mixture of duck fat and the juices from the pork. That's the juices from the pork. So I'm gonna do my taters in that. But I'm just parboiling them at the moment, and they'll be almost done now. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, taters are done. I've put some of the fat in there. Not too much. I fluffed them up, shaking them in the pan around like that, and it works. Well, it works for me anyway. It definitely works. I'll lift that up so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Now then, put them in here. I line it so it helps with the cleaning up after it when you're using fat. So you're supposed to let the air flow round, but I've not had a problem doing it this way, so I do it this way, and it saves me a lot of cleaning. It doesn't eliminate cleaning, but it cuts it. It doesn't make. It's not as hard. Let's put it that way. So these spuds, they're not bad, eh? I'm quite happy with them. I must admit, though, I'm getting to do really good spuds, and I wouldn't do them any other way than in the microwave now. I know what a lot of you out there don't like microwaves, but they do have their place as far as I'm concerned. Now, what I'll do while I'm here, that's my applesauce. How good's that? Not bad, eh? That's cooling down now. And what I have to do now is turn my trolley round. As you probably noticed, I have my air fryers on a trolley. So I can wheel them wherever I want to wheel them, and they're out of the way out of the kitchen. As you can see, I've only got a small kitchen. So here we go. Uh-oh, before I do that, I've got to put some duck fat in. Now, I'll show you show you what I do with the duck fat. It's not rocket science. Just a few blobs, little blobs all over. Because when you shake them, they'll all get a bit of the flavour of the duck fat. My gran used to do them in goose fat. She wouldn't use anything else. She didn't like turkey. For Christmas she had geese. And she had her own geese. And one of them, little bastard, every time you went to the gate he'd chase you out, and I was only a little kid at the time. God, I was scared stiff of the damn thing. There's me duck fat. Got it from Coles. It's $6 for that. $6. Used to be $4. It's gone up. So is everything else. Everything's gone up except my pay. Right, now we put them in. I've only got to do some carrots, cauliflower and broccoli, and I don't overcook them. As you know, I don't overcook my veggies. I just got to wipe the cooker down. Now that's yes, I know guys, I know you don't like induction cookers, but that's what I got, and I like it because we can't have gas here. I asked for a gaslit pipeline, and he said, yeah, we can do that. It'd be about $13,000 to get it from 2 doors up to my house. So I told him where to shove it, and it wasn't very polite. And that down there, if you can see it, I'll just give you a shot and show you this. That there, underneath there, that's another flat top griddle that I can put on my cooker, on my induction cooker top, and I can cook it inside if the weather's not very good outside. So I can do that, and I can wheel that one around, and that is how I my vacuum sealer. That's my vacuum sealer, and it's brilliant. And it saves a lot of time and effort. I've got one of them that you put on the countertop, but it's not as good as that one. Anyway folks, I'll bring you back in a bit. Here we go guys. I'm just getting the broccoli done. I've just got to wash it, and I'm doing a few sprouts too. My son doesn't eat sprouts, but my favourite part of the broccoli is the stalk. I don't know whether you've ever done this, but the centre of the stalk is absolutely beautiful. That, and I cut that into pieces like that. Get in the camera, yeah, there. And to me, it's better than the rest of it. Do you guys ever do that? Have you ever done that? If you have, let me know what you think. I think it's a really pretty good idea. I quite like it. I don't normally show you chopping things up, but I just wanted to know if you these are for me and Beryl. We'll have a piece of that each. My son Glyn can have 3, and we'll have 2 of those each. These were pretty damn good sprouts, these. Yeah. I started doing these a bit different. My mum used to, and my gran, well, most of my family, aunties and uncles, they always peel the sprouts like this. They used to do this and put a cross on the end. I don't do that. I'll show you what I do in a minute when I got rid of the rubbish. You probably do it too. It's something I've only just started doing, but I quite like it actually. One, it seems to make sure the sprouts are cooked properly. Right, now I'll get rid of this rubbish, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I do with them. All as I do is cut them in half, put them in the colander, and that's it, folks. That's how I do my sprouts. And quite often, I won't be doing it tonight. I'll give them a squirt of honey or something. You know, I'll put them in there. We'll wash all these together, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, time to cut the pork. Check the crackling out. We won't eat all this in one meal, so I'll save that silver paper to wrap it up in.
Amazing. I really fancy these.
Get this crackling off if I can. Hope it's done to our liking.
Very, very good.
It's a funny shaped piece of pork, isn't it? Now,
So reasonable.
I'm going to try that. Wow. That's what I call Mickey Duck. What I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to cut it in half and go from there. That, got to have another piece. Get that fat off. That's the pork. Piece of pork, the juice in there. That's a big lump of fat. Have a talk to the butcher when I see him. There's a lot of fat on it. I mean, you need a lot of fat for the crackling. If you don't have fat on your pork, you don't get good crackling. Out of my experience, anyway. But my gran used to eat the fat. She used to say it's the best part. Knife needs sharpening. Get the big guns out. That's better. I'll leave that and we'll have a bit of a taste test of the pork, and then I'll show you the dinner when it's all dished out. If I may, I'm just going to wash my hands so I don't get it all over the camera. Or should I say, I'm only doing these photographs on my phone just lately. It's so much easier than setting up all my other gear. And I've got some gear, I'll tell you. I've got about 12 cameras. A good job. But, right now, that's a bit of the pork and a bit of that. That's the part I like. Oh my God. Oh my word. How good is that? Bit of applesauce on that. Oh, magic. Right, put that in there. Put that in there, try and keep that warm. Get rid of this lump of fat. Look at that lump of fat. Juicy. Even though there's some juice run out, there's still a lot of juice in it. Now, wash my hands again. And then I'm going to be dishing out. So what I'll do, I'll turn you off for a few minutes while I get everything sorted, get the plates out, and we'll have a taste test. How about that then? Well, there you go, folks. There's my masterpiece for today. Oh, my word, I nearly forgot my apple sauce. Right. Now, I'll just get a knife and fork and we'll have a taste test. Jesus. Right. First of all, we'll have a go at the crackling. That's perfect crackling. The taters. They look good. Hot. Wow. Wow. Bloody hell, that was hot. That's the crackling. What we call Mickey Duck. Bit of pork with applesauce. Very nice. Sprouts. But they're alright. Not bad. Not bad. Broccoli. Broccoli stalk. Most of them fell to bits. Best part of the broccoli, that. I never throw it away. I do cut the outsides off it, eat the middle. Bit more pork. Wow. That's going to make nice sandwiches during the week. The humble carrot. Carrot. Perfectly cooked, even though I say so myself. Spot on. I'm pretty sure Sergeant finds some fault with it though. Hey Sarge! Yes sir! You alright, you old bagger? You'll do me. My potatoes. Oh. Anyway, that's it. See that? I'll leave a comment for me. I know you will. I know Sarge will. God, just saw you with that big glass of red wine. I bought a bottle out and I forgot to unload it. It's too late now. I'll have that tomorrow. A nice bottle of Pinot Noir, my favourite wine. It's a lovely wine, that. And it's from South Australia. We were going to go, and before my wife got sick, when we retired, we were going to go, and we were working it out to go down there for a couple of weeks around the vineyards and the wineries. We never got there. It's a long way from here. So, I don't know, 1,500 k's or 2,000 k's or something. So doesn't look like we're going to be able to get there. Would have loved to have done that. Her brother did it. He went with his wife and they had a great time. There's not much there. It's right in the middle of nowhere, from what I can gather. I've been to South Australia. I've actually played drums in South Australia for a band, for the Scott Dan band. And as you know, when you're working, you arrive, you set up, you play, you pull it down, you go to your hotel room and you move on. That's what it's like in the music game. And it's a lovely place. Went to Adelaide as well. So been all over Australia playing music. Plus I did a lot of work in England too. Played Blackpool Tower in the Ocean Room there, as it was called then. I don't know whether it's still there or not now. But the only place I haven't played, the only state I haven't played, I played Queensland, New South Wales, Northern Territory, Alice Springs, Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria. I've never been to Tasmania. I never got to Tasmania to play. There's still time because I'm still playing. You never know. Somebody somewhere might need a job. I freelance as well, so people ring me up, you know, and say, can you do this gig? If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. I'm retired. I can pick and choose what I want to do. Oh, it's not what I want to do, it's what I can do. That lovely lady in there has a lot to do with it, you know. or what I can and can't do. Anyway, I'm going to go in there and eat this with her now. We don't get to sit at the table very often. It gets a bit hard for her. So we've got little tables we have on our chairs, and I can keep my eye on her. It makes it easy for her. All right, thumbs up, give us a big like, share the video. Keep your comments coming, they're great, they're fantastic, I love them. I love reading them. And you've been very kind to me. I've got 476 subscriptions already now, and I've got I think it's 24 to go, and I got me 500. So how good's that? But please help me out. Anybody out there who hasn't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and give me a bit of a go. Bit of a grow. Come on, Dennis. Smarten up. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll say good night, ladies, because it's 20 to 7 here at night. And I'll say, see you later, guys. See you in the next one. Ta-ra! Ta-ra for now.